We live in a world where negativity is everywhere. It's in the news, it's on social media, it's in conversations, and sometimes it's even inside our own minds. Every day, millions of people wake up and immediately feed themselves chaos. They scroll through outrage, they absorb fear, they watch problems that they cannot solve, they listen to opinions that do not help them grow. And then they wonder why they feel tired, why they feel stuck, why they feel heavy. But here's the truth. Negativity is not just something around you. It is something competing for your attention. And if you lose control of your attention, you lose control of your energy. You lose control of your focus. And eventually, you lose control of your life. So the real question is not, why is the world so negative? The real question is, why are so many people feeding it every single day, instead of looking in the mirror and asking, am I growing? Am I improving? Am I becoming better than I was yesterday? Because that is where everything changes. Think about it. How often do people sit down and watch the news? Every day, morning, evening, before bed. And what do they see? Problems, crisis, fear, conflict, disaster. Now ask yourself something honestly. After watching the news, do you feel stronger? Do you feel motivated? Do you feel ready to conquer your goals? Or do you feel drained, heavy, like the world is collapsing? Be honest. Because if something consistently makes you feel worse, why are you consuming it so often? The reality is simple. Most news is not designed to empower you. It is designed to capture your attention. And attention is easiest to capture through fear. That does not mean you should ignore reality. That does not mean you should become blind to the world. If something is truly important for your life, your business, or your safety, you will know. But drowning yourself every single day in negativity that you cannot control, that is not awareness. That is self-sabotage. And the cost is higher than most people realize. It costs you mental clarity. It costs you emotional stability. It costs you creative energy. It costs you momentum. And once momentum is broken, people start living in reaction mode instead of creation mode. But negativity does not only come from media, it also comes from people. Look at your environment. There are people who complain about everything. People who criticize constantly. People who always see problems, but never solutions. People who drain the room the moment they walk into it. And the question is not whether they exist. The question is, what are they adding to your life? Because energy is contagious. If you surround yourself with negativity long enough, you will start thinking negatively. If you surround yourself with doubt long enough, you will start doubting yourself. If you surround yourself with excuses long enough, you will start justifying your own stagnation. But if you surround yourself with focus, discipline, ambition, vision, you rise. That is why environment matters more than people think. Not because other people control your life, but because repeated influence shapes how you think when nobody is around. And many people never notice this. They keep toxic conversations. They keep draining friendships. They keep accepting opinions from people who are not building anything themselves. Then they wonder why their mindset feels weak. Your environment is either reinforcing your growth or reinforcing your limitations. There is no neutral. Now ask yourself this. Do successful people spend their time worrying about what everybody thinks? No, they do not. They do not wake up and ask, what will people say about me today? They wake up and ask, what do I need to do to get closer to my goal? That is the difference. Successful people are not perfect. They are not immune to criticism. They are not free from doubt. They are not somehow protected from hard days. But they have something most people do not have: focus. Relentless focus. Look at entrepreneurs, athletes, leaders. They all understand the same principle. They do not waste energy on noise. They do not chase approval. They do not react to every opinion. They choose where their attention goes, because they understand something powerful. Where attention goes, energy flows. And where energy flows, results grow. That is why one person keeps moving forward while another stays trapped in emotional reactions. One protects attention, the other gives it away. One builds, the other watches. One chooses purpose, the other gets pulled into distraction. And over time, that difference becomes a completely different life. Now let's talk about you, because this is not just about society. This is not about people. This is about your life, your future, your mindset. If you want to end negativity in your life, you need to make decisions, not excuses, decisions. Decision number 1. Control your input. What you watch, what you listen to, what you read. If it does not help you grow, limit it. If it makes you feel worse, remove it. You do not need endless updates about problems you cannot control. You need clarity about the life you want to build. Decision number 2. Protect your environment. Not everyone deserves access to your energy. Some people are committed to staying negative. That is their choice, but it does not have to become yours. You do not need to fight them. You do not need to convince them. You just need enough self-respect to create distance. Because growth requires space. Decision number 3. Focus on progress, not perfection. Progress. Every day ask yourself, what is one thing I can do today to move forward? One action, one improvement, one step. That is how winners think. Decision number 4. Build mental discipline. Negativity will still appear. Doubt will still show up. Thoughts will still come. But you do not have to believe every thought that enters your mind. You can stop and ask, does this thought help me or hold me back? And if it holds you back, let it go. That is power. That is maturity. That is mental strength. Let me give you a simple example. 2 people wake up in the morning. Both have challenges. Both have stress. Both have responsibilities. But the first person opens social media immediately. They scroll through bad news. They read negative comments. They compare their life to other people. And before the day even begins, they already feel behind. The second person wakes up and chooses direction. They focus on their goals. They move their body. They train their mind. They plan their day. They begin with intention. Same world, different input, different mindset, different energy, different result. That is the truth most people avoid. Your life is not controlled only by circumstances. It is shaped by your focus. Because focus determines what grows inside you. If you feed your mind fear, fear grows. If you feed your mind doubt, doubt grows. If you feed your mind discipline, strength grows. Your mind is a system, and whatever you feed it daily becomes your reality over time. Now imagine this. You remove unnecessary negativity. You stop consuming useless noise. You stop giving your attention to things that weaken you. You focus on your goals daily. You surround yourself with growth. You protect your peace. You become more intentional with what enters your mind. What happens? Clarity, energy, confidence, momentum. And suddenly, you are no longer reacting to life. You are creating it. That is when everything shifts. Not because the world changed, not because people suddenly became positive, not because problems disappeared, but because you became stronger than the noise. You became more selective, more disciplined, more aware, more focused. And that changes how you think, how you act, how you lead, how you build. The end of negativity does not come from changing the whole world. It comes from changing your focus, your habits, your standards. That is where freedom begins. And if this message speaks to you, then this is only the beginning. Because ending negativity is not just about avoiding bad input. It is about retraining the way you think, retraining what you focus on, retraining how you respond to life. That is exactly why this channel exists. If you want to go deeper into mental discipline, focus, self-control, and the kind of mindset that helps you rise above distraction, then watch the next video after this one. And if you have not seen the previous videos yet, go back and watch them too, because each one gives you another piece of the system. Not motivation that disappears tomorrow, a way of thinking that changes how you live. Because at the end of the day, you have a choice. You can follow the crowd, watch the same negative content, repeat the same complaints, stay in the same place, live in reaction. Or you can rise, you can focus, you can build, you can grow. You can become someone who does not just survive in this world, but leads in it. So the next time you feel negativity creeping in, pause. Ask yourself one question. Is this helping me become better? If the answer is no, you already know what to do. This is your life, your energy, your future. Protect it, build it, and most importantly, take control of it. Because the end of negativity starts with you. If this video gave you value, subscribe for more videos that sharpen your mindset, strengthen your focus, and help you take back control of your life. And now, go watch the next video, because this is where the real transformation continues.